These 15 disappearing grocery items. The Great Fall Grocery Hunt. If you've been keeping up with recent news, you're probably aware that panic buying is resurfacing in U.S. grocery stores, causing essential products to vanish from the shelves. As consumers rush to secure basic supplies, this trend is projected to escalate during the upcoming fall season. To help you navigate this situation, we've assembled a list of 15 grocery items that could become increasingly difficult to find and may experience significant price hikes. Number 1. Bread woes. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine is causing ripples in unexpected places, including our bread baskets. Wheat, a crucial ingredient for bread, is facing disruptions due to the conflict. Extreme weather events in the U.S. are further straining wheat production. The result? There is less available flour, which means the possibility of a shortage of bread and other baked goods. This year's weather challenges and global tensions are creating a recipe for potential bread scarcity. So, savor your baked treats while you can and consider stocking up to weather the potential shortages. Number 2. Yogurt squeeze. The dairy aisle is feeling the squeeze, and yogurt is no exception. Prices for yogurt have gone up by 19% since the beginning of the year. This increase is in line with rising costs across the food industry. If yogurt is a staple in your diet, it might be time to consider making your own, as food makers are facing challenges that could limit the availability of this creamy treat. As temperatures drop and demand potentially increases, we might find ourselves facing yogurt shortages. Number 3. Ketchup crunch. Yes, even ketchup is feeling the pinch. The ongoing drought in California has hit tomato crops hard, which means less ketchup on the horizon. This scarcity is expected to lead to higher prices for ketchup and products that rely on it. Major food companies are already feeling the effects, with some reporting production declines and cost increases. So, if you're a fan of this tangy condiment, you might want to consider adding an extra bottle or two to your cart during your next grocery run. Number 4. Rice shortage worries. If you've been following the news, you might have noticed that U.S. grocery stores are facing a new wave of panic buying. This rush has caused some essential items like rice to vanish from the shelves. Recent concerns about import bans and supply chain issues have led to a spike in rice prices. In the first quarter alone, the cost of rice went up by 14%, and experts predict that it might continue to rise due to challenges in the market and disruptions in the supply chain. Number 5. Hampered ham supply. As we head into the fall and winter seasons, the availability of ham might become a concern. Pork product prices, including ham, are on the rise due to various challenges in the meat industry. Labor shortages and supply chain issues are contributing to the increase in prices. With ham consumption typically peaking during these seasons, there's a chance that demand might outstrip supply, leaving grocery store shelves emptier than usual. Number 6. Pasta predicament. Our beloved spaghetti is facing its own set of challenges. Dried pasta, a pantry staple, is becoming less affordable due to disruptions in wheat and flour supplies. Prices for spaghetti have risen by nearly 29% in comparison to last year, all thanks to the complex web of supply chain issues. Number 7. Sweet craving struggle. If you enjoy baking, you might have noticed some changes in your sweet treats. The cost of baking essentials like flour, sugar, and chocolate has been on the rise. This inflation is making its way to your chocolate chip cookies, which are now almost 25% more expensive than they were last year. Ready to unlock the secrets of financial success? Don't miss out on expert insights, game-changing tips, and the tools you need to conquer your financial goals. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe for a front row seat to a brighter financial future. Number 8. beefing up costs. Ground chuck, a leaner type of ground beef, might be harder to find and more expensive this year. A drop in U.S. cattle production is causing a shortage of this type of beef. The result? You might see higher prices at the meat counter. Ground chuck is typically about 20 to 30% pricier than regular ground beef due to its leaner nature, and this difference might climb even higher as supplies dwindle. Number 9. Champagne Dilemma. As we approach the holiday season, champagne lovers might face disappointment. You see, real champagne comes from specific regions in France, and these areas are grappling with climate change impacts affecting production. Stricter regulations and climate-related issues have already caused a decline in champagne output. Add to this the time it takes to create a bottle of champagne, at least 15 months, and you can imagine the challenge. This shortage isn't just a temporary hiccup, it's likely to affect availability well into 2024 and beyond. So, if you enjoy a good bubbly, it might be wise to stock up early before the shelves run dry. Number 10. Potato chip. Predicament! Have you noticed the crunch in the potato chip aisle? Potato production has taken a hit due to unseasonably warm temperatures affecting crops, particularly in key potato-producing states like Idaho. As a result, the average price for basic white potatoes has jumped nearly 22% since last year. This shortage is likely to impact popular snacks made from potatoes like potato chips. If you're a fan of these crispy delights, keeping an eye out for deals and stocking up on your favorite flavors could save you from facing empty chip bags in the coming months. Number 11. Soup scarcity. A raw material shortage is causing a ripple effect, affecting processed foods like canned soup. Aluminum supplies are lower than expected, leading to an imbalance in supply and demand and higher costs for packaging and ingredients. As a result, prices for canned soup have already increased by 23% this year. Established brands like Campbell's Soup are feeling the impact and passing on some of the cost increases to consumers. If soup is a comfort food for you, it might be a good idea to stock up before the fall and winter seasons when demand tends to peak and shortages could become more pronounced. Number 12. Candy Crunch. Just like last year's Halloween, a shortage of Hershey candy is looming on the horizon. Factors like shortages in sugar, chocolate, and shortening might impact candy manufacturing for yet another year. Although efforts to increase production are underway, there's a possibility that Hershey's candy might not fully meet the Halloween demand. If you have a sweet tooth or enjoy indulging in Halloween treats, it's wise to start thinking about purchasing your favorite candies earlier than usual. This proactive approach could save you from the disappointment of empty candy aisles and ensure you have a